I am so lucky.
She was my mama's favorite grandchild.
Growing up with her, we were always competitive. We played softball, flag football, we ran track. She was really good in the field events, high jump, triple jump, long jump. She has records to this day at our high school. She has records to this day at her college that haven't been broken. She's always been a competitor. Running was kind of like her escape, I think. Keisha started playing kickball, I think in 2010 or 11 or somewhere around that time. They had a real camaraderie, like a real family unit, more so than any other team that played in the league.
There are reports of multiple people shot.
June 22nd started like any other day. So that Monday, I was off work, but we were supposed to start boot camp that evening. Before we could even get started, it starts to pour. Maybe 15 minutes later, it did not blow over. So at that time, he decided to cancel it. Me and my friend Kimberly decided to go across the street because we loved Applebee's. We decided to go in. So I'd say it was just a little bit before 8. It was probably about 7:30, 7:45. We decided finally to go in. We get to Applebee's. I say we probably was there maybe 45 minutes to an hour, if that. So we had dinner. We talked. And then we asked for our check. I could have been standing up more than like a minute or so. I felt somebody touch me, like tap me up on my left shoulder. And I was about to say, I'm sorry. Well, in the interim while I was turning around. But then at that time, like, I just felt something really hot.
At an Applebee's restaurant in St. John.
I couldn't hear. I could see everything that was going on, but I couldn't hear. It was like chaos. I hear them saying that he's still in here.
That scene was nothing less than horrifying. Monday night, June 22nd at approximately 9:30 p.m. at the Applebee's in St. John's, Missouri on St. Charles Rock Road, there was a shooting with 3 victims.
The first thing I could think to do is just to pretend to be dead. And somehow, the way I was on the floor, I was looking behind me, and I saw her slept over in the booth. And at the time, her body was limp. Like, it was just lifeless.
One woman was killed and 2 other women were hurt, including a Kinloch firefighter.
They was just saying that she was gone, and I started freaking out. And that's when it was like, at this point, you need to help us help you. Like, she's gone. There's nothing you can do for her, but you need to help us help you, because we can save your life.
Lakeshia Finch and our Lydia Buford, who were both injured but are still alive, fortunately.
I was transported to Mercy Hospital. I remember waking up in a dark room. It was in the middle of the night, probably about 3 in the morning.
My home health care aide, well, the lady that runs it, she called me. And she told me to get dressed. And I'm like, get dressed at 7 in the morning?
My phone rang at about like 5 something in the morning.
Something ain't right.
There's a guy on the phone that, asked to speak to me, and he said, your sister's been in an accident. I said, wait, what? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, where was she at that somebody who's shooting Keisha? I couldn't make it make sense.
At this point, I still didn't notice that I wasn't moving my lower body.
When it was my time, when I went up there, I couldn't believe that was my child, laying in the bed like that.
And I know it's weird, but with all the chaos and everything that was going on, like it just didn't dawn on me that you can't move.
And then she said, they said that I'm gonna be paralyzed and I won't be able to walk again.
I was a daredevil. Like I did so many things. Like I'm always trying new stuff. And to just say that you're not gonna be able to do those things or live that life anymore, like I did not want to live at that point.
So when Mercy Rehabilitation Center said they were going to discharge her and just send her home, I was just like, so you're just gonna send her home and then what?
When doctors tell you gotta be that you're paralyzed, that you're to complete paraplegic quad, like it's like they write you off.
I went to go get some food one day and I was talking to this guy about, signing up for the gym. And I said, I need somebody to work with my sister. Do you have someone that we can have come to the house? He was like, listen, I found this place. I don't know if you guys are interested. It's in Florida. Check out this Instagram page. So he sent it to me and I was just like, oh my God. So I sent it to Keisha and I was like, well, what do you think? Do you want to go see, what they're talking about? And she was like, well, yeah, it can't hurt. We did the assessment. They had her doing stuff in the assessment that we hadn't seen her do at all, that they never did at the rehabilitation center in St. Louis that she was at for 8 months. So we were just like, oh my God.
When she came, she was, depressed. She was heavy a lot of medication. A lot of the medication was causing a lot of weight gain, which, she was very heavy. I could see the hope on her, because when she came to see us, a lot of people that come see us, they don't know that this possibility, this hope exists. They think that once the doctor say that's it, And I told her from day one, this was gonna be hard. Like I tell every client, this is gonna be hard, this is gonna be a journey. Nobody's gonna do it for you, you have to put in the work yourself. When she came to us, she has a frozen shoulder, which is getting better. She started to develop scoliosis because she'd been in the chair too long and she wasn't moving as good.
When I came here, probably was about 100 plus pounds heavier. I couldn't move the right part of my body. I couldn't move my right arm at all, not alone for people to touch it.
She couldn't even move her right arm. You couldn't even touch it. You couldn't even breathe on it. She's able to move her right arm and do things. You'll see her using her phone, holding her phone, all these things that they said that she wouldn't do, they wrote her off. They were like, you're only just gonna have movement from, the neck above. And she has movement below, so it just doesn't make sense, the diagnosis.
The number one thing I wanted to do is get her off some of the medications because the side effect of these medications prevent the client from getting stronger. We focus on those things, so medication first, then we improve the mobility of that shoulder, which is important because she needs that to use a manual chair. And then from there, we focus on the weight gain, so a lot of conditioning. We do a lot of core exercises because she wasn't able to sit by herself.
I was very weak. I didn't have a lot of core strength at all, body strength.
She's made a whole lot of progress.
She superseded everything that they said that she would not do. Equipment and things that they said she would not be able to get, she has everything and in abundance, and it just keeps coming. Like God continues to keep blessing her.
We need to understand that her level of injury is a C2, C3, which is very high. So a lot of things that she's doing according to the medical field that she was not supposed to be doing. So as far as pushing the wheelchair by herself, doing a sit to stand by herself, and she has made really tremendous progress.
Ain't no doubt in my mind she gonna walk again. I believe in my heart. It's coming. It's coming.
And she's gonna get there. She's definitely gonna get there.
After injury, the body's like an instrument again. You have to relearn how to use it. So it's being from starting from scratch, from a baby stage to an adult stage. So I tell other therapists, like when I work with a new client, it's really having a blank canvas, and I'm using my knowledge to paint this Picasso painting and then help them approve their independence. If you're not a spinal cord injury, you wouldn't understand. There's this thing called nerve pain. I would say about 70% of the time, she's in pain. And she's the type of person that even she's having pain, she still give you 100%. Over the past 2.5 years, I think Lakeshia and I have developed a very good relationship. I mean, we call each other BFF. My goal is to make sure that, you know, she get the most out of this recovery as we can. So definitely that's my BFF.
And now, you know, they're like this duo that they're going all over, you know, different states or whatever. They're doing their 5K runs or different marathons, and he does it effortlessly.
It's an adrenaline rush for me. It takes me back to like when I was competing, whether it was with kickball or whether it was with track or any of the sports. Like I get that enjoyment, that rush.
4, 2, go!
Being that she used to be an athlete, and just have it out there around the people running, and even, you know, she's in the chair and I'm pushing her, and have her able to push herself to the finish line, that's a very great accomplishment. I mean, it not only improve her self-esteem, but she's still part of the community. She's still part of the athletic world and doing, you know, exercise.
There you go. You grind it, my friend. Lakeshia got it. Boom, boom, boom. There she goes. She doesn't stop. Looking good.
I am so lucky when I say that I have an amazing support system, from my family to my friends. The number one supporter, my sister. Like, she has been there since day one. She has never left my side. Never. Not for a moment. And if nobody else was there, she has been there.
They think that because they see Keisha that she's okay, and she's not. Her day to day is hard, you know. It's hard for me because I have to be there with her every day, and I've been there with her since the beginning. It's hard. They don't see the pain that she goes through every day. They don't see the ups and downs. They don't see the emotions. They don't see how she has to constantly remotivate herself day to day to go through therapy. You know, her whole life has changed.
And she always says, you and me. Even if it was just, if there was nobody else, she's not going anywhere. And she's always tells me that. I got to the point where I feel like I can't go on. Just know that she's there. She's my lifeline. She's always going to be there.
It's gonna be good.
Take it easy. One step, one day.
That's it.
I'm on this journey with her to the end. Is just, you know, I was just like, it's me and you, girl. We gonna ride it out, you know.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could have as much faith that she has. I don't think I could do it.
I have always believed from the beginning that she'll get back up. We've never accepted what was told to us by the doctors. Never, because I'm just like, you guys don't know Keisha. That's not, it's like, no way. She's not gonna take this lying down. It's just, you know, she's very stubborn, you know, so she's gonna do whatever she needs to do to get to the next goal and to prove you wrong that, listen, you were completely wrong. Now look at me.
A lot of people, when they get paralyzed, you know, they just go by what the doctors say and they give up. And you just stay in that bed for so long, you know. And it's sad. Don't give up. Keep going. God didn't bring you this far for nothing.
was one of a kind. She was one of those people that was very kind-hearted, very genuine. I think she touched everyone she came in contact with. He means a lot. I honestly feels like he is God sent. God places people in your life for a reason. I feel like my life still has a purpose. So I feel like as I continue down this path, God continues to place me on a path and place people in my life to help me. And I feel like he's one of them. And he makes it, I can't say enjoyable because it's so hard, but he makes it doable. He pushes me. He believes in me. Even when I feel like I don't have anything else to give, he pushes me. He's there. It's like he's family. And NeuroFit is too. Like when you come here, it's not like they just see you as a client. It's like you feel that family environment. You feel the love, and it is not something. It's so genuine. It's not something that they're doing. It's not something that he does because it's a job. It is something that he does because he loves what he does. And you can tell. You can tell it comes across in his work. And I'm just so, oh God, I can't put it into words how thankful I am for him. I'm so thankful that God put him in my life to help me down this path through this journey. Because he makes it doable. I don't mind putting forth the fight because I have someone that's there right with me that believes in me and that's gonna push me and that's not gonna let me give up. He's not gonna let me fall. He's not gonna let me falter. And that's why I say he's my BFF. I can't ask for a better person to be put there to help me. Like, it's just no words. Oh my God, it's just no words. I'm sorry. I'm just being a crybaby.
If some, you know what I'm saying, something. He hit the thing. He hit the thing, girl.
You should see poor Zach.
Right, poor Zach hit head. He like, what the hell did we just see? Zach is like,
Keep that in. Please put that in the documentary.
oh, we cracking up. Oh, look. Oh, this taping us in here laughing. Is this one in here going? Yeah, it is. It got us cracking up at him. Oh my God.